Right now, you might feel like you're running on empty, like no matter how hard you try, you're stuck in the same place. Maybe you've hit rock bottom. Maybe you're wondering if it's even worth it anymore. But before you give up, listen carefully. Every great success story has a breaking point, that moment where everything feels impossible. But do you know the difference between those who make it and those who don't? One simple decision, the decision to keep going. Because right now, you are standing at the edge of something bigger than you can imagine. This is not the end. This is your turning point. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to reignite your motivation, push through the doubt, and come out stronger than ever. Motivation is a lie. You've been tricked, lied to, told that if you just wait for the right moment, you'll feel inspired. But let's be honest, how many times have you waited and done nothing? Motivation is unreliable. It's like that one flaky friend who hypes you up on Friday night, then disappears when it's time to actually show up. But do you know what does show up? Discipline. Discipline doesn't care if you feel like it. It doesn't wait for inspiration. It moves, regardless, because success doesn't come from sparks of motivation. It comes from doing the hard things, especially when you don't want to. If you rely on motivation, you'll fail. If you build discipline, you'll win. Every single time. Because discipline is what separates those who dream from those who do. You think perfectionism is a good thing? Think again. Because perfectionism doesn't make you better. It keeps you stuck. Perfectionism is fear in disguise. The fear of failing, the fear of being judged, the fear of not being good enough. So instead of trying, you wait, you tweak, you overthink. You tell yourself, it has to be perfect before I start. And just like that, days turn into weeks, weeks into months. And one day, you wake up realizing you never even began. Done is better than perfect. Action beats hesitation. Because no one remembers the person who almost did something great. They remember the one who finished it. Your work will never be perfect, but it can be real. Pain is temporary, but regret is forever. And right now, you are standing at a crossroads. Your muscles burn. Your mind is exhausted. You tell yourself, I can't do this anymore. But here's the truth. This pain you feel, it will fade. The exhaustion, it will pass. But if you quit now, if you walk away when things get hard, that regret, that stays with you. It follows you. It whispers in your ear for years, reminding you of the moment you almost made it, but didn't. Imagine looking back 5 years from now. Will you be proud that you pushed through, or haunted by the fact that you gave up when you were this close? Because one day, the pain of discipline will be gone, but the pain of regret, that lingers forever. What if I told you that your future self is watching you right now? Every choice you make today is shaping the person you'll become. The question is, will that person thank you or hate you? This is called future pacing. It's the ability to see where your decisions lead before you make them. Because every time you skip the workout, procrastinate on your goals, or settle for good enough, you're choosing your future. The version of you who wins, or the version of you who wishes they had. Close your eyes. Picture yourself 5 years from now. If you stay disciplined, stay consistent, and push through every challenge, what does your life look like? Now, picture the alternative. What happens if you keep making excuses? If you keep quitting when it gets hard? Which future do you want? This is it, the final push, the moment that separates the ones who almost made it from the ones who do. You've come too far to stop now. You've built the discipline. You've faced the pain. You've seen your future. And now you decide. Do you slow down or do you sprint to the end? Your body will beg you to stop. Your mind will tell you to rest. But listen to me. You are stronger than your excuses. Every great achievement in history, it happened because someone refused to quit when it got tough. And right now, you have that same choice. This is your defining moment. Push harder. Go further. Because the pain of today will be the pride of tomorrow. The comfort zone. It feels safe, familiar, easy. But what if I told you it's a trap? You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow. I'll take the risk one day. But days turn into weeks, weeks into years. And before you know it, you've built a life inside a cage made of excuses. Growth is uncomfortable, change is painful. But do you know what's worse? Waking up one day and realizing you wasted your potential because you were too afraid to step outside your little bubble. You have two choices: stay where it's safe and let your dreams rot inside you, or break free and build a life worth living. Right now, you have a choice. Stay where you are, or take that first step toward the life you know you're meant for. No more waiting, no more hesitation. The time is now. And if you think one step won't make a difference, think again, because even the smallest decisions can shape your entire future. Want proof? Click on the video on your screen right now, The Butterfly Effect, how one small decision changed a life. Trust me, this is one story you don't want to miss.